All right. Shalawam. This the brother with the GMS Louisiana Saints. And we coming at you with another sit down here tonight. But before we get started, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, double honors to the apostles and elders of great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the sons of Yakim pushing this truth all the world. Shalom. Keep pushing. But we're gonna get into it with Edom. They trying to hang on to their kingdom, but as you can see, it, as far as the scriptures say, they ain't gonna be able to hang on to this kingdom. It's gonna be done away with soon. And it's just funny to see in the news now. They are just fighting, they out protesting, they got their own militias thinking they're gonna continue forever, but that ain't the case. Esau, you've been in power too long, man, and you ran your course, and it's your time to go down, and that's what we're seeing in the earth today. We'll go ahead and get that Psalms 49:11.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
It's talking about the Edomites, so-called white people, man. They inward thoughts, they think in America, this whole concept of America is gonna go on forever. They're gonna continue dominating, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, keeping us, at the lowest part of the totem pole or under them totem pole, and they want to just keep on going forever, spreading their wickedness, their Christmas, their Halloween, they Thanksgivings and all this kind of shit all over the world. But little do they know, man, all that shit's about to come to an end, and we seeing it every day, damn near, And it says they like to name. Let me read that last part. They like to name the places after.
They call their lands after their own names.
Yeah, they call their lands after their own names. So-called white man, when he take over your place, invade it, he call it what he want to call it. And that's the pride of this so-called white man, and that's a part of him going down. He's just a proudful bastard, and it's time for this scumbag to finally be put in his place. Brothers can go on.
The Proverbs.
Bring out the Proverbs.
This is Proverbs 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, so the wicked, it's plain as day who in control. The so-called white man, the wicked so-called white people, man. They ruling. They set the policies. They set the tone. They set everything. They sent the Federal Reserve, the financial reserves. They said everything. That's why the people mourning now. You got people bankruptcies all time high. People bugged out, doped out on all kind of medications. From your so-called pharmacists who ain't number a damn warlock or a damn witch. Prescribing you all these different medicines, and the people in the lands, not just in America but all over the world, is mourning, man. They sick. I ran across an article today. They were saying it's like thousands of people is like committing suicide daily. That's going unreported. The people is actually sick, and they actually longing for a new ruler. And you're looking at the new rulers, in the flesh. Lord willing, we that number 144,000. But no matter where it go, Israel's still gonna rule at the end of the day.
I got your precept.
Okay.
You want that verse 16 too, or you want to get the brother to get the verse?
Yeah, get the 16 real quick.
This is Proverbs 29 and 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall.
God, the righteous gonna see the wicked fall because they done multiplied and like they say, man, the Esau Edomites, the so-called Joe Six-Pack and all them, that's the damn devil, man. But the high elites, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and whatever the other, 11 ruling families who set the tone and everything, man. Those are the wicked, man. They run and rule everything. You know, you got even old scumbag Bill Gates. He part of the wicked too, man. You know, but we're gonna, like you say, the scripture say, we're gonna see they fall, and it's right around the corner. You go ahead, Kaya, with yours.
Right, con, right on point with the bro. Hey, when the wicked is in authority, the people mourn. So this is Sirach chapter 35, verse 15. It says, "Do not the tears run down the widow's cheeks?" And the widows is referring to the to Israel. All right, the orphans of the widows, the fatherless. And is not her cry against him that caused them to fall? You got it.
Yeah, the cry against one that causes us to fall. Who makes Israel fall, man? So-called white man and these other heathens. Well, primarily the damn so-called, white man, Edom, man. He's the one always trying to trip Jacob into something, whether it's the court systems, or trying to get you laden with all kind of debt, you know, or kind of get you on all kind of welfare handouts, benefits to, trap you up, put you in the system, leave you in the projects, whatever.
I got a
Hey,
precept too.
that's what to do, man. That's his MO. All right.
I got one too.
Yeah, I stand a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, man, the Lord ain't gonna suffer the wicked to reign much longer, man. Ever since this man has reigned in the earth, wickedness have exceedingly polluted the earth, man. Which it was power was given unto him to take away peace away from the earth. So really, the devil that we know, Satan, all right, hey, he's needful in the flesh. He's needful to us, man, until a certain amount of time until he get taken out of the way. But this is 18. It says, "For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till he have smitten asunder the loins of the unmerciful and repaid vengeance to the heathen, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud and broken the sceptre of the unrighteous."
And there it is, it's plain the Lord, he gonna smite the wicked, man. And it's been laid out in the scriptures what we're gonna do. He's gonna say Esau is your bill, but the Most High gonna throw down, roughly paraphrasing, and he about to be throwing down. He been building X amount of years, building all kind of wickedness. Hey, it's time for it to come down. All right, Elder, you got your precept.
All right. This is Psalm 73. And I start at the top and read down. It says, "Truly the Most High is good to Israel, then to such as are to a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well near slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked." All right, it says, "For there are no bonds in their debt, but their strength is firm." It says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain. It says, violence coveted them as a garment. Their eyes set out, my bad, it says, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. It says, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. They set their mouths against the heavens, and their tongues work it through the earth. Therefore, has my people returned hither, and the waters of full cups are wrung out to them. And I wanted to go down to the part because we ain't understand this man's intel. Basically, we came into the understanding of the Lord. But going through these different parts, this man's eyes stick out as a fatness, man. He has more than his heart could wish. All right, on the left hand side, this man just does what he wants, as brother said, man. He does what he wants on the left hand. He does what he wants in this society, man. All right, and you can clearly see who's Esau, man. All right, when you match these scriptures up, you match the blessings that Esau received. Nobody else is on the planet Earth for the 18 nations possess those blessings But him, man, even when you want to go to a characteristic standpoint of the different people of the Bible, like let's say Ishmael. They say Ishmael should be a wild man. There's only one person on the planet Earth that does wild, crazy shit, and that's those Ishmaelites, man. When it comes to warfare, there's only one person that's a cunning hunter, all right, that's played by the sword, man, and that's Esau. He plays with the lives of people, man. He's a mind freak, all right. He don't mind killing. But you got it.
Yeah.
I got two. I got two after the brother Raya.
You had one.
Huh?
You can go before me. You had one before me.
Oh, all right. I wanted to go ahead and get this right here. Just speaking on Esau's pride, because we know he has a lot of it. And his madness, and he's fine with it. That's the reason things like NAMBLA, the North American Man Boy Love Association. That's the past about men having relations with kids and getting away with it and just slapping, oh, you anti-Semitic or you homophobic on it. He labels you when you go against him. And I got two that speaks on his pride. It's Obadiah 1:3. It said, the pride of thine heart had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that set in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And going back to what the elder said, that is a clear distinction of who Esau is. He like his habitations high. He dwelled in the habitations and the clefts of the rocks. That's the so-called white man right there, man, from Georgia, Russia, the Caucasus Mountains, And I got one more. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 10:13. It said, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that had it shall pour out abominations. And we know Esau is good for pouring out as many abominations possibly can. That's why men is getting exchanged to be women and getting pressed, and females is turning into dudes, and it says, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrow them utterly. And that's what's happening, man. Calamities, and he's going to overthrow them.
Yeah, you chopping up real bad too.
You froze, huh?
Okay.
You bet. I got one after you, Raya.
Con. Well, hey, as the brother was just saying, these Edomites out here, they decree and righteous decrees. You do everything contrary to the Bible. You promote a sodomitish agenda. You promote pedophilia, necrophilia, feminism, giving women rights. You promote usury. You promote going into other people's lands and just completely strip mining them of their resources. You pollute the land, the air, the water, the animals, the people, etc., etc. So now you've just about reached those bounds that you cannot pass. You're going to have to pay that tab, which has gone completely off the bill here. As a lot of brothers have been doing videos on, you elite who use that Hydron particle collider over in Europe, CERN, to get a message from God, and it says Tekel, which we know is the message that the last king of Babylon got, which says that your kingdom has been weighed in the balances and it's been found wanting or deficient, which is exactly what the kingdom of you Edomites is. It's completely deficient of everything that creates life or righteousness, which is why YAHAWAH is about to drop that hammer straight onto your head. But before I get my precept, I want to get this article on informationliberation.com, which is just one of the myriad of reasons why YAHAWAH is about to judge you Edomites. The title is California passes bill to decriminalize men having sex with boys. California's legislator has passed San Francisco State Senator Scott Weiner's bill to decriminalize adult men having sex with boys after all opponents to the bill were smeared by the media and Weiner himself as homophobic and anti-Semitic, which we know is a word that doesn't even exist. There's no such thing as Semitic people. It's Shemitic. And you Edomites are Shemitic as well as the Israelites are Shemitic, the Elamites, the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Ishmaelites, etc., etc. So that's just more left-handed witchcraft you Edomites like to use to play on people's minds. The bill squeaked through the legislature on the last night of the session, passing the 80-member assembly on a bare minimum 41 to 18 vote before it was approved 23 to 10 in the 40-member Senate. The San Francisco Chronicle reported Tuesday several members raised objections to a policy that they argued condoned restricting minors. So, hey, they're making it legal in California for a grown man to have a relationship with a young boy. So if this society were allowed to last, you go to the mall or the park or anywhere and see a little 10-year-old boy holding hands with a grown man having a relation. And just like ancient Sodom and Gomorrah, the modern day Sodom and Gomorrites are about to get burned with that modern fire and brimstone with nuclear tipped ICBM. But this is Ezekiel 35. I'm gonna start at the top. Moreover, the word of Yahawah came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And hey, just like Israel is a people before it's a place, Mount Seir is a people before it's a place. And Mount Seir is one of the main dwelling places of the Edomites, the so-called white people. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahawah, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end, which is talking about the end of slavery. Even when Jake got out of slavery, it got even worse. The black coats came around, Jim Crow, Jakes were getting lynched left and right, and then you have the white Terror, which is a farce, the crack era, all the way up until today, with Planned Parenthood in our neighborhoods, advocating for our women to get abortions. You give us pointless food and water to eat and drink, and these cops run our people down dead in the streets like dogs. And that's push this black culture on us, which just completely takes the majority of our people away from their heritage and leads them down that path of death and destruction. Edomites got a lot to pay for. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahawah, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return. Ye shall know that I am Yahawah. And the beginning of that are those nuclear missiles which are going to be shot to the ends of the earth. Everywhere you Edomites dwell is going to get hit with nukes. But
Hey,
the main
you gotta break it down so you give it back to the brother. You kind of going a little bit long.
Con. I'm just gonna. You mind if I finish that last point?
Yeah, go ahead.
Con. But yeah, every place Edomite go is gonna get hit with nuclear missiles. But the main place that's gonna get that working completely eradicated and made a perpetual desolation is the United States of America, your main stronghold, that golden city, which is biblically known as Babylon the Great, as well as Sodom and Egypt. After it's destroyed, it's going to stand as an eternal memorial as to what a wicked kingdom looks like and how not to govern the earth.
Yeah, Con, on that, because hey, like I said, the land gonna be laid desolate, man, because Edom, all this wickedness had to be wiped out, man. You know, this place is like was like the home base of this pure wickedness that spread out all over the world, man. Everybody drinking that cup of that wickedness or that wine that Esau was pouring out. You know, you got the Moabites doing it, Ishmael, you know, you got Elam, they getting into it. So hey, this was the home base. This is like the modern Mount Seir for Esau Edom right now, you know. And now it's gonna have to be wiped out because hey, you know, they done ran their course, and like I said, they proud as hell, and you know that pride gonna have to be wiped out, man, because they done ran a good race of being wicked, and it's time for that shit to cease.
Okay.
You know,
That's what's up, man. I mean,
so
after
yeah,
y'all.
All right, so he, he can continue try to march and hold kind of rallies and all these kind of Trump rallies and this and that. But then the day you still wicked as hell, and you got to be brought down and sit down for that. So we don't care what kind of militias you get and this and that, and the Most High, he got a plan for all that. He gonna melt all that gear you got on, the vest, all your rifles and all that shit. He got something for all that. You can go ahead with yours, Kaya.
I'm a wise man.
This before I get my pre-sale, I just want to back up what you just said about America being the main hub that all of these nations learn wickedness from. Just real quick, this is Revelation 18:3. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And Revelation 18 goes into the downfall of Babylon the Great, which we know as America. And this is mainly a main reason why it's going to happen. This is Psalms 9:15. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made, and the net which they hid is their own foot taken. Yahawah is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. So when you go into the works of America, this place was it was set up to destroy the Israelites. But every single enterprise that this man set up to destroy our people ended up backfiring on him. He destroyed our family unit, but guess what? Those feminist laws ended up destroying his family unit. He destroyed our working class, our middle class, by outsourcing our jobs, and the same thing happened to him. All right, he promoted all sorts of wicked philosophies on our people, and his own people took hold of him, man. So he's being snared in the net in which he made, and that's a great part of his destruction. You got it up.
And and also he pumped that drugs in the neighborhoods, that crack epidemic, and the heroin and all that. And look, now his people strung out on prescription pills, crack, that H, like they call it or whatever, on whatever they on everything, bugged out on the side of the street, begging for change all day. So all that's come back on Esau Edom, man.
Yeah, he
But
put
he's so
that H
wicked. Oh yeah, that H, But he's so wicked, he can't see past it, man. He can't see 2-3 steps down the road. All he know, he just need to do something wicked as hell, man. Yeah. And the primary wicked one is the Amalekites, the so-called Jays. I ain't gonna say who they are, but like you said, they wanted to legalize sodomy with little boys. If this was continue another 5-10 years, man, you'll see naked little boys walking down the street with full grown men, on chains or something.
With breast implants.
Right. Little boys with skirts on and heels. Little 5-year-old boys. So this what happens when Esau Edom gets in the power, man. And every time with the Romans, the Greeks, and all that, man, he just goes to extreme wickedness until he just himself implodes. But this time is gonna be the last fucking time, though.
Yeah, I just went to Trader Joe's, man, and seen a full blown chicken, and he had to be like 21 years old. Dude had on makeup, mascara. He had down there the little beads in his head that girls put, and he had a dress on, man. Working the cash register, working the baskets, man. And if this was left up to this man, he would all your kids, man, your little boys and them would be running around here the same way. All right.
Right.
He has turned a society, all right, of our grandfathers. Let's just say it, man. Our grandfathers, our uncles, they was manly men. I mean, you remember those dudes, jeans, white beaters with chains on, and they had a mean confidence about themselves. Even I'm gonna say this, even the Edomites back then had a strong, hard confidence about themselves. Now it's just everything is feminine, man. Everything is broken down to the point where people are scared to even say anything when it comes to homosexuality, man. And that's our same grandparents, man. The ones that grew up in the 70s and the 60s and 50s that seen this devil in his prime. They scared to say anything now, man. Go ahead, up.
This is
Go ahead.
Yeah, just to go back, man. And the reason why there's no one stepping up to the plate because Edom came down with that ironclad fist, man. Anything you say against the so-called Jays, the 1948ers, All right, we got to talk around in circles, man. All right, because we understand which, we speak fluently. I mean, we speak upright. All right, and we know when to go and when to fall back. All right, but then they got Jakes who can't say anything against these people because they got their ironclad fist. All right, and they have the fear of the rulers of the earth have oppressed the people, man. All right, and by their violence is how they control the masses of the people, man. Because this is a violent man. This is Proverbs 16:29. It says, a violent man enticing his neighbor and leading him into the way that is not good. Because when the wicked is in control, when a violent man is exalted, the wicked walking on every side. All right, so they entice everybody to do wickedness. And if you be against it in any way or form or fashion, they coming down on you, man. Just look at these so-called, I'm gonna call them so-called celebrities, because the real true celebrities in society is the seers, all right, and the prophets, man. All right, who was once the seers. That's the real celebrities, man. All right. They're the people that should be held in high regard and high statue. Okay. You get these athletes, all right, these singers and rappers, and what they do, they got a filter for their mouth, man, because they know that ironclad fist will come down on them. Nick Cannon, Ice Cube, particular people, because this man rules with a rod of iron, man. All right. It says, and I'm gonna go into this word violent, and then you got it, brother.
Strong's H2555. Hamas.
All right, because pride compares them as a chain. Violence covers them as a garment, man. And now it says violence. It says violence, wrong, cruelty, injustice, unrighteous. It says violence by implication, unjust gain, cruelty, false injustice, oppressor, unrighteous, wrongdoing. You got it, bro.
Okay, yeah, this man, he's a violent, raging homosexual, man. And our people, and it's true, God. And our people love him to death.
Yeah.
And our people they up running up and down the streets with their MAGA hats and everything else, steady trying to hang on to this man kingdom form, steady trying to, they want wickedness to continue to the earth. They want to stay working for this dirt bag and good, one of YAHAWASHI for that he gonna come back and destroy this place, because it's for our people. They'll stand and fight for this man, tooth and nail, man. They don't want to see this place go down. They want to see Esau continue in his wickedness and constantly rule over us, man. But we're here to tell our people too that ain't a damn thing y'all could do either. Y'all getting ready to go down with him too.
They said to make bail and to violate. So it says to make people violent, to have violence across the earth is to make a person bear, pretty much show their shame, and to violate them, man. You got it, bro. That was it. Okay.
But yeah, see, where's the scripture go? What is it? Join hand in hand. Something roughly paraphrasing, but yeah, how people want to hang on. They want to go, hang on to Esau, Edom, man, and continue. They want to, like I said, they want to see this man walking down the street with little, 6-7-year-old boys, or murdering girls out here in broad daylight at high noon or something, drinking their blood. That's all you saying. You say you don't want to be on top. Oh, what you say, huh?
Yeah, just to add, for anybody that's watching this that thinks that the brother might be exaggerating, or listen, if you go out to a lot of these countries where Esau takes vacations, it's very common to see a 40, 50-year-old Edomite walking and holding hands with a little boy. He actually takes, they call it like sex vacations. You'll see this when you travel the world. It's open. They would do this here if it was legal. They would do it the very next day. The brother's not exaggerating at all. That's the spirit that's in these Edomites. They're that wicked. You got it, right?
Mm-hmm. And then right along with them is them dirtbag Ishmaelites. They into dressing up little boys as girls too. They ain't getting away from this either. You know, we ain't forgot about you with the Arab slave trade. You know, you gonna get some of this work too.
Yeah,
You know,
I
so
was gonna add
uh-huh.
something to the brother Hamawad brought out. You go that, and they have made movies like Hostel and plenty of other movies like Jigsaw to show you, because those movies were shot out in Europe. That's what goes on in Europe, all right. Cities like France and London, all right, all throughout Italy and stuff like that, all throughout these different countries in Germany. That's how he's talking out. He really does hostile type of things to people, man. Even that's why all of a sudden, back in the day, it used to be called pimping. Now you have sex trafficking, man. And they go around kidnapping little girls and doing all type of things, man. Even organ harvesting, because in Hostel, it's a scene. I think in Hostel 2, and the two guys walking down the driveway. He said, "What you think Katrina was all about, man? It's about the organs, man. That's how we get paid. All right. So this is how this man get down. No, and I got books to back it up to show you how you get down, and that people that bump and rub shoulders with these power people that's in set up. All right. So this brother saying a whole lot to you newcomers that's probably just tuning in. They don't really have everything pretty much connected up here. But the brother he's not telling no tale, man. No tall tale. All right. All you gotta do is research. This man gets down and dirty, man. Go ahead, Doc. You got it.
You mind if I make a point real quick, Doc?
Oh, what you got up?
Hey, you can go look this up too. A lot of young women's bras have tracking devices in them now. So those white vans you were hearing about late last year can easily find them, track them, pick them up, and sell them into sex slavery, human trafficking. And also, as the brother was saying, with a few other heathen nations, in Afghanistan, they've got a custom called bacha bazi, which means boy play, where they dress up young boys as girls with those little belly dancer bells on their waists, and they get them to dance for them before they rape them. Complete madness and utter debauchery and degeneracy.
And you know, and we, you know, the men of the Lord, we the only ones that's coming out and, you know, fingering these people out, man, pointing and letting you know who the wicked is, who the heathens are, man. You know, and call them out on their bullshit, because you know they want to, like I said, they want to stay ruling forever and continue in their bull. But hey, we're here today to tell you, man, that like I said before, it's coming to an end real soon. Soon before you know it, man, it's gonna hit. And you know, and ain't gonna be no more wickedness in this land. You know, Esau Edom, he gonna be right under our feet where he belong. You know, with some heavy fetters of iron. You know, that's what he needs, because you know they say idle hands is the devil's playground. But hey, there it is. You know, who is the devil? Damn Esau, man. He, like I say, he always at night thinking of something to get into. He can't go to sleep at night unless he didn't figure out some kind of evil to do, primarily on the nation Israel, man. But evil, that's his court. You know, he's comfortable in doing wickedness. You know, whether it's passing sodomy laws or sleeping with animals, bestiality, you know, or throwing the book at Jake, giving him 99 years for stealing a pack of gum, you know, anything, man.
I was just looking at an article about less than 24 hours ago, man. They're trying to try to pass laws in these different cities where the police can take sexual favors, man. All right. They say they should be able to get it because they're upholding the laws of you know, and protecting the people. So they should be able to get some type of favor in return, man. So if you get a traffic ticket, all right, you might be in the back of the cop car blowing some rod, man. You know, or doing some heinous act that the police want you to get off just to get off this ticket or whatever, man. You know, this is the society we living in, man. But go ahead,
bro. That's adultery and shit, bro.
Hey,
that's entanglements, man.
It's not saying that with women. You know, we talk about Esau, we're not just saying it with women. He talking about Jake too, man.
Right.
Men too.
Yes. the rate gonna go up. They already taking Jakes to jail, The rate gonna go up to they gonna just be stopping people. They already stop you and don't have a legitimate reason to stop you. There's even more. Just all right, look, come on, get in the car. You going to jail. It ain't gonna even read you no rights or nothing no more. They gonna just put you in the back of the car, tap on the back of the window. Hey, you know they got the sexual favor thinking. You know, women, children, little boys, everybody.
You're gonna be rubbing his zipper, man, with his hand.
Yep.
What's down with that?
Hey, and that's only going to lead to more of these riots with these polices, and more polices get put down, and further leading to martial law with those real killers coming.
They're gonna tell you run that mouth, man. Give me some scully or whatever, you know. Just decide it, bro.
Let's see what that mouth can do.
Yeah.
You women out there, you like to drive seductive and half naked down the goddamn street in your car to go to Dunkin' Donuts, man. You gonna be the main ones out there caught out there bad, man. Oh, your tail light out. You know, you ain't got no insurance, you ain't got no whatever, man. They're gonna tell you, hey, what's up with it, man? This society, before we get out of here, man. Before we get out of this place, man, you gonna see this man just might get to the point of the Roman Empire, like the brother said earlier. You gonna see man boy lovers out here holding hands, going to the mall shopping, man. All right. And the little boy gonna wear a see-through dress with a thong on, man. Ain't nobody better than that say a goddamn thing. That's the society. That's the norm. All right.
We done reached the verge in the era and the age to where everybody is about to come outside naked, man. And I don't know how long they think the law gonna allow them to publish nudity across the whole fucking earth, man. People damn near halfway naked right now, bro. All right, they passing laws where everybody that come outside gonna be buck naked, bro. The law got to get us the fuck out of here, man. You got it, bro.
Kind of like you said, they already riding bikes in the French Quarter butt naked.
But
you know,
bro.
Hey, they won't take another stroke of the pen, man. Then, like you say, everybody be doing it.
Yeah, we just got back from Atlanta, man. We seen niggas moonwalking, walking dog, punkish, man, half naked, man.
Damn.
No.
This shit mad, bro.
Nigga got half his hair cropped up with a goddamn ponytail. Look like he got rolled with a goddamn grain of salt, a grain of goddamn rice, walking a damn Yorkie down the damn street, man. This is the hell going on. All right, this place is a homosexual metropolis, man.
Right.
I got this one.
Serious shit.
I got one too.
Yeah,
this Proverbs. You want to say something, Samaki?
Oh, you go ahead and pull your precepts.
Right. This Proverbs 21 and 4. I got two right quick. It says, and high look and a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin. Because these people, they magnify sin to its highest degree, man. All right, and the Lord hated sinners. All right, and we're not basically. Matter of fact, I jumped down to 7. 8. It says the way of man is forward and strange, because the way these people. You want to break it down up?
Oh no, you go ahead. I'm scratching my.
It says the way of man is forward and strange. It's not forward and strange, because this man put a strange vibration upon the people, man. All right, a shameful, strange vibration, man, and something that strange is off, man. All right, he'll put an off mindset on these people, man. These people have basically replaced righteousness for wickedness, man, and have called it right. You see, they have called evil good and good evil. So you wonder why when we go into these scriptures and break them down, we understand clearly and visibly who it's talking about and what it's talking about, man. Because the display is right before your eyes, man. But only the just can see with the illuminated eyes and the eye cell. Go ahead, YAHAWAH.
Just real quick to back you up, this word forward, the definition is a person difficult to deal with, contrary.
Yeah, contrary to what? The law, statutes, and commandments to the Most High. This man is, man, get that word strange right there too. Hey, this man is a weird a weird, unique utensil that the Lord used, man, to basically, just like he used the right-hand side to uphold righteousness, he used the left-hand side to uphold wickedness, man. This man is the perfect devil, man. And he's diabolical, man. All right? And the Lord is with what's going on in the earth, man, because he's allowing it to happen so he could take it out of the way, man. You see?
I got a quick precept real fast. This Isaiah 3:9, it says, the show of their countenance does a witness against them, and they declare their sins as Sodom, they hide it not. War is their soul. They have rewarded evil for themselves.
Yeah. Man, right. No replacement of wickedness for righteousness. Now y'all back in it. You got that word strange? And then you get that word strange and give it, I'll explain it, then give it back to the brother.
The Strong's H 2054 in the Hebrew is wazar. It's crime, criminal, guilty.
Hey, so a contrary man is a criminal. And who is the criminal in the scriptures? So who is the scripture talking about? All right, now, yeah, we know it's our people, 2/3 of our people that get down and get busy, but 2/3 of our people is what you got to remember. They're not in control of the earth. They don't have the earth in their hands, man. That's the difference between a wicked ruler and a wicked person, man. It's a difference. When you're a wicked ruler, like the elder just said, go ahead, make your point.
This is bad. If we were in power, we could put wicked niggas to death. We could just stop. So it tells you Ecclesiastes 8:11, because sinners is not executed speedily. It's the priest's job to execute judgment, man. But when you set up a society where crimes aren't, adultery is promoted, homosexuality is promoted, to a certain extent, them niggas, they have to be extremely wicked because there's nobody there to judge them.
Yeah, they hide it not. He said they hide it not. All right, because they don't care what is said against them, man. They hide their own self. They hide their own rulership. They hide. All right. So now the fingers could get pointed to each and everybody else, but nobody knows that it's them that's carrying it out. Go ahead, Elder.
That's why they claim the fame is to have secret societies. Right? And like I said, they push that thing, and they push their wickedness in secret, and everybody else displays it, man. So it says in Sirach 10, all right, about a king and a ruler. You can tell what type of man of person he is by the people. The acts and the displays of the people, man. All right? We know the Lord clearly is not ruling, man. We're not ruling in righteousness, man. A wicked devil is ruling, man. That's why you see all sorts of manner of wickedness. All right? High and low places. When I say high, I'm talking about that Hollywood threshold down to the slums and the barrios and hoods in America and throughout the world, man. All right? You just see big old bull daggers and shit, man. Hugged up with with women and shit. It's wickedness, man. Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, I got a precept.
All right, you go with your precept, Aria.
Just going back to what the brother was saying, we don't have the power in our hands to execute. They do have the power in their hands to execute a nation, wickedness. Just making sure y'all heard what I said.
Nah, dude, go to that thing that said more. Hit settings, man, and then go to camera and see what your camera on. And switch your camera to the lowest setting. Oh, no, my bad. Let me go back.
You want me to bring something out?
Yeah, go to general. Go to general and put your camera down, the resolution down, something. That might help.
Good, but like you said, they don't have to hide their countenance because, like you said, they make the laws, the rules, and if they don't like them sets of laws and rules, they go back and change them again, and they readjust and pass another law, so they can do whatever they want. Because, like I say, the ball is in their court right now. If like I said, we're going another couple more years, everybody will say they're against a man, being with a little boy. But hey, Esau can pass a law and say, hey, you got no choice but to like it. And guess what? You got to do it too. Or you gonna get locked up.
I have brought it down. Is that a little better?
Yeah, it's acting better now.
All right. I had a precept. I had this Micah 2:1 because the brothers was talking about how we don't have the power not to execute righteousness on this side, but Esau does have power to execute abomination, or wickedness. This Micah 2:1 said, "Woe to them that divide iniquity and work evil upon their beds."
It's messing up real bad.
You're pretty bad at it. Mm-hmm.
Just give it to a brother in the private chat. Let it out for you.
I got it.
Okay. 2-1.
It's Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yeah, that's Esau Edom, man. Yeah, he does it all, and he does it the best, man. He don't slack like Jake. When Esau does wickedness, man, he execute it to the T. If he covered your field, he gonna come take it and kill you in it. And then he gonna name it after himself. And then, hey, like I say, he got all the power right now given to him. Which the Most High gave him the power to do it on the left hand side. But he all wrapped up in his pride, thinking, he the one got the power that's actually doing it. When the whole time it was given to him.
Yeah, it's given to him by Satan, man. That's why people out there don't understand. When you're dealing with Esau, it's different worlds out there, all right? It's the pillar thicket world. That's why you've seen this peace. Everybody's just finding out about Pizzagate. Everybody's finding out about the Jerry Epstein's island. Not just one island, but it's a bunch of them, man. And your local celebrities, politicians, governors, and senators, and top athletes go there, man. They get down, man. They do some butt loving, all right? They search for that peanut butter, all right? We just being PG about it, man. All right, they go there and they get down with these little girls and boys, man. All right, and I look into that Jerry Epstein shit. They weren't into Jake too much, man. They wanted them, they had to be very exotic, right? They wanted them real exotic, man, as they say, and they get down, man, on these different islands and shit. All right, they got these different torture chambers they got for people, man. All right, a lot of Jakes don't know. I can go show y'all the book in a minute. I'm gonna go get the book for you, but it's a book that show you how they get down up there in Hollywood, man. All right, they take people from these different countries that live in poor, don't have a damn toilet, and bring them over here to get them fat. All right, they feed them. All right, and then once they figure they had a good point of trusting them, they go ahead and butcher them, man. Have sex with their bodies, ship their different body parts off, different other rich elite that want to buy, and they get down, man. Let me go find that book for you, huh? You people out there, you birds out there, you can check it out, man.
Yeah, that's the gist of it, man. All right, but yeah, that's the gist of it, man. And Esau, his kingdom, like I'm saying, having sex with children, that's like an appetizer for him. But you really get down to the nitty gritty, man. You have to bow down and worship his king, like the brother said, it's Satan, where he get his power from. And then he's hopped up on that that spiritual power from Satan, man, and he down to do any and everything, execute his wickedness to perfection. Passing with whatever kind of law, bestiality, sodomy, incest, all that good stuff, man. He got it all figured out, Like I said, whatever's contrary to the law, that's what he with, and he ain't happy unless he going against the law. You got your precept, what?
This is a scripture that the elder quoted earlier, but there's a good point in verse 4. This is Sirach 10, and it started 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And you made a point earlier, Samaki, you were like, if this place would go on, people would eventually become cool with pedophilia. And we saw that in our own lifetime, man. Growing up in the 80s, it wasn't cool to be a homosexual. The people would openly say that was wrong. Today, it's like, if you say that's wrong, you're the outcast if you're not down with that. So if this place was to go on, you would see more and more wickedness. You would see it accepted to be to drink blood. You would see it accepted to sacrifice your kids, which people are already doing by the tens of the millions. They just call it abortion. They don't call it child sacrifice, but that's what it is. This is verse 3. An unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, a city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And that's us, man. You got it out.
Yeah, brothers, got something else?
Yeah, I got some.
Okay.
You want to bring yours out, right? I'll get some out of you.
Hey, to back up what you were saying a little while ago, hey, it's Esau Edom that's the progenitor of all this wickedness that's getting pushed all throughout the planet. And on top of that, the main one that's doing it is the power center, Babylon the Great, the United States of America, with Hollywood, social media, and all these other platforms, so-called American exceptionalism, pushing out these ideologies and philosophies all throughout the world, bugging everybody out. This is Revelation chapter 18. I'm going to start at verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great, the United States of America, is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Yeah, I found the book. This
Okay.
the book right here, man. This the book right here. Just one of them. Tells you how Esau get down, man. We went to this book once or twice at camp. All right. And this guy here was adopted. I believe he was adopted. And one of the people that adopted him was up there in New York, rubbing shoulders with the big wigs of this society, man. Really the elite bankers, all right? And he was saying how he got down. All right. And I believe him, man. I believe him. Go ahead, Doc.
So yeah, like the brother brought in the precept, man. Hey, after the nuclear missile hit this place, the Great Babylon, aka America, that's all gonna be left of this place is just desert creatures. That's all it's gonna be fit for. America, the idea of America is ran its course. There's nothing good gonna come out of this place. It ain't heading nowhere good, so it has to be destroyed. And part of that, the 2/3 of Israel that's here in America gonna be destroyed with it too, because y'all right along with this society. Y'all still running up and down the street trying to vote, trying to get Biden in, in November, or you got the other dummies trying to get Trump in. So even the most I can't even use y'all. Y'all ain't good for nothing. So y'all gonna be put down with your daddy Esau Edom, man.
I want to say one thing too. You old backwood country ass Edomites, man. Right? You old redneck Edomites. You think Trump really talking about you, man? You really think he give a damn about you too, man? That guy's talking about, when he talk about the rich, about the super rich, man, the power elites up there, the ones that's on top of the pyramid. All right, he's on top of the pyramid while you on the bottom. All right, that's what he's talking about. You think he really give a damn? He's always saying, man, your own government, your own people finna come up against you, man. Tooth and nail. All right, I'm about to come up against you big time. All right. You can feel that. You can feel that grip getting tighter on you, man. But you got it on.
Like you say, they can feel that grip. And that's why they starting to hit the streets now. You know, they think they can get rid of BLM and Antifa and everything gonna go back to peaches and cream, but that ain't the case though. You know, time is winding down on this place, and it's getting clearer and clearer every other week now, or if not every week. So if brothers got anything, we can close it out here in a minute.
Yeah, I got it.
I just wanted to make a point that Revelation 18 verse 3 about that word fornication, where it says that these nations are drinking of the wine of the wrath of the fornication. That wine is talking about these philosophies, and when we go into that word fornication in the Strong's, it shows you what some of those philosophies that Babylon the Great, the United States of America, pushes out. This is Strong's G 4202.
Strong's G 4202. Pornaya.
Pornaya. It kind of sounds like porno. And when you go into the word porn in the Greek, it means a prostitute story. And what's the United States of America also known as? That great whore that rides upon the beast, a whore that sleeps with all these different nations and gives them STDs and these different philosophies that get them sick and dump them out, and they give them medication. But when we go to the outlet,
I don't want it to sound wild. Like I said, we got new people coming. I don't want it to sound wild, but when he speak of the point about the STDs part, he's talking about he give them liberation and democracy in a sense, and the quote unquote so-called freedom of giving them the same liberties that America has. That's what he's talking about. All right, because I know new people are tuning in. It might sound wild in a sense what his brother might be saying, but in detailed format, that's those things he's talking about, all right? Because now when you go, for example, you go to Dubai or Abu Dhabi, you have women now.
But like the elder was saying, what I meant by those STDs, it's like these different ideas that Babylon or America pushes out, like feminism, for instance.
Like that.
You back up?
Yeah, your screen off. Just speak up.
Con. Well, yeah, what I meant by STDs are these different philosophies and ideas that America or Babylon pushes out, like feminism. Like the elder brother was saying, Dubai, as well as a lot of these other Middle Eastern and heathen countries have had feminism pushed on them, and you're starting to see the women become rebellious. They're going out and sleeping with multiple men, which is leading to like single parent households and broken families, and just leading to just
Esau didn't like that, man. Damn thing is turned off by itself, But like I said, those different things the brother was sounding, it might sound for a person that's in the know, I understand what he's saying, but for a person that's just tuning in, that's different democracies and policies and freedom that Esau goes around and giving the people, but he also, while he's giving it, he's also taking it from them. All right, in a sense, I don't know if anybody heard me before I got cut off, but I said that's why over there in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, they got women now driving. They got women now able to show their well dressed and show their shape, man. Okay, we talking about nations of people that live 1,000 years without this so-called white man's policies in peace. Now they want to bring that over there now, man. McDonald's, KFC, and shit. All right, now they got they even bringing that homosexual lifestyle over there, man. All right, because I'm gonna say this: Ishmael, particularly Ishmael and them Persians, man, they're about the last nations Esau don't have a real grip on, man. All right, you don't have a real grip on them to let them just be under his foot, man. That's why he coming so hard against Iran. All right, he coming so hard against Ishmael and shit, man. But you got it,
Con. And before I get some of the descriptions for that word fornication in the Strongs, I've also seen it with my eyes, and I'm sure you brothers have as well. When these heathens come over to America from their native country, they start bugging out as well. When you see these Ishmaelite or so-called Arab women coming here, I've seen them at Walmart wearing jeans now, starting to wear the clothes that pertain to a man. And I was also at a bar a couple of years ago and saw some college students, and there was a whole Ishmaelite with a hijab and everything, sitting with these Edomites and Jake, drinking beer. So you know what comes next. But this is some of the descriptions for the word fornication in the Strong's: illicit sexual intercourse, adultery, fornication, homosexuality, lesbianism, intercourse with animals, etc., a metaphor for the worship of idols.
But hey, anybody's got a precept? Damn,
everything that Babylon's pushing out today is in that description right there.
Right. And after he give that wine, you know, those philosophies, and you know, as the elder broke down, all right, those, you know, those democracy and all those things, he speak proudly after that. When you try to come up against it, man. All right, he speak barbarously, man. As a matter of fact, this is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 24. It says, a proud and haughty scorner is his name, who dealeth in proud wrath. All right, so he's proud in how he deal, man. All right, and if people don't want to take these democracy, he come down with his wrath, man. All right, he sent fighter jets over there. All right, because through his policy and certain things like that, he's crafty, man. All right, he'll send a fighter jet. You don't want to get down, he gonna make you lay down. All right. You want to say something?
Because even in Jeremiah 50 and 23, it actually has the hammer of the earth broken asunder, man.
Yeah.
The Lord called this man, the Lord gave this man a metaphor and calling him the hammer of the earth, man. And it goes another one thing about how it tells you how he break the nations in pieces, man. All right. We did a beautiful lesson out there in Atlanta, man, about how this man is compared. He's compared to Leviathan, man. In a sense, in a spiritual sense, he's compared to Leviathan, man. No one can take this man out because he's that strong right now. All right, he didn't gain that much momentum through the power of the Lord to where he can't be taken down by a fleshly man. All right, that's why the Lord said when he come back, he coming back as an angelic force to bring forth the wrath of the Most High upon him, the wrath of YAHAWASHI to take him down, man. You can't take him down. That's why these NFAC niggas. You can't do nothing, man. If you want to start a whole war, that man do every last one of your men in less than an hour, man. In a full-blown battle. You got ARs and shit with no scopes on them, nothing. This man got fighter jets. He got drones that's then at 3 or 7 miles in the goddamn air, shooting down goddamn rockets going 300-some miles an hour to the earth, man. Blowing shit to smithereens. Just and I'm gonna say this, not to be long with it. Just a Apache helicopter that can take all you niggas down, man. One helicopter. And 2 pilots in that damn thing, man. But yeah, you a badass man, all right, with a backward scope on your goddamn gun, man. Shooting your partner on the side of you, man. You know? That's a whole other lesson in itself, man. Yeah, brother Scott, man.
Right. Hey, this man is a barbarian, man. You know, he speak, and the language that he speak is a strange language, man. What I mean by strange is a different language from which we supposed to intake and basically abide by, man. All right, he speak the opposite language. He don't speak a pure religion, man. All right, or a pure tongue. All right, this man speak with a stammering tongue. It backfires on him. He's the master of deception. He a liar, a deceiver. All right, that's why he talk barbarously to the people, which he talked in a strange tongue to the people, man. All right, and then tell the people if you don't adhere, we coming out to make you and force you to listen to it, man. But this Proverbs 21 and 24 says, proud and haughty scorner is his name, who dealing in proud wrath. I'm gonna jump to 27. It says the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he bringeth it with a wicked mind? All right. So everything he's sacrificing or giving to the people is already wicked. How much more with the mindset of like, all right, when it do land on them, it's gonna take them to this level of poverty, man. It's gonna take them from this being this to this, man. It's gonna drop them down this far because there's no knowledge of the wicked that can benefit you. There's nothing that the wicked in control can benefit you, man, that can come out good. In the latter end, they always win, man. The wicked is in control. You see? But I got this word, scorn and a strong, and it's real quick. Loots. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down to the lexicon. It says to speak barbarously in a foreign tongue, to speak a foreign language appearing to those who are ignorant of it. You see? So the things that this devil is talking about, people are ignorant of it because it's wickedness, man. All right? It says,
I'm gonna jump down. And it's magic, man. He speaks in the form of magic and witchcraft, all right?
Yeah.
And only the one that's right now that's able to understand it and see it is the men of the Lord. All right? This man speaks in a dark magic tongue, man. Even when you want to go a little bit further, you can say the Latin. He speaks in the Latin too, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You got New World Order on the money. All right? You got different other words, to make into one. All this shit, man. He speaks in a foreign tongue, man, to disguise himself, disguise his wickedness, man. But now, I believe it was a couple of months ago, you brothers had brought out a lesson and was saying how it's gonna get so bad that this man's gonna publicly promote his sorcery, man. It's gonna be in your face, which is getting like that. That's why I think one of you brothers had even said about the courthouse in Oklahoma. I think that was Raya brought out the courthouse in Oklahoma. They statue of damn a Baphomet right in front of the goddamn court system, man. The courthouse, man. Now, if I was at Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, or wherever it's at, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, you wouldn't want to do a goddamn thing. I wouldn't want to steal a goddamn piece of candy out there, man. Knowing I gotta go to a courthouse with the Baphomet in front of me, man. What they gonna do to you in there?
Hey, and I think in the same courthouse, they made it illegal to say a prayer to Jesus, which Jesus is bullshit anyway. But they got footage of people recording, getting up and saying, giving praises to Satan, all hail Satan, may he bless this court, etc., etc. That's what all the people on the panel in the courthouse are saying after they're done with the day.
Right. After that, like you say, once he give you his wickedness, bro, he scoff you. He scoff at you. He mock you. Like, look what we have done to these people, man. Then bring you to jail after you commit the wickedness, like, bro. And it's just condemn you for it. This man is a devil, man. Yeah. Then the wicked is judging you. How can righteous judgment be passed if the wicked judging you? That's why the law is slack, man. Go ahead.
Hey, man. Hey, brother. Yeah, put this up here, man. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Can y'all honestly, you guys had 100% truth over all these other camps, like IUIC, LOC. Hey, man, you do the math. You do the math, man. It's easy to see. Who giving you the scriptures? Who give you information? All right. Who's consistent? Who's on the block? Do I have to go any further? All right. You do the math. Just like I did the math back then.
That's
going back to 07 or whatever. Going into 08, you put these different camps on the chopping block on the table and add them up. Like Esau compares Tom Brady to John Elway and shit. You do the math. You do the comparisons and you tell me what you come out with it.
Man.
I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Keep going, huh?
Hey, and I'm gonna go back to we're telling the truth about. This is back in the lexicon. It says a mocker, a scoffer, i.e., a frivolous and impudent person who despises scoffingly the most sacred precepts of religion, piety, and morals. All right,
that religion is discipline. It goes into discipline, man. What you about to say, dog? You about to say?
You got it. Nah, I was just gonna add on. Hey, this is man of no morality. All right. So anything a man with no morals or don't stand on no discipline, anything he give you, bro, it ain't gonna be needful for you, bro. In no way, form, or fashion. But he gonna dress it up through his magic and basically be like, take this McDonald's, take this, take that. All right, and he gonna cause craft to prosper in his hand, and before you know it, your nation gonna be flat, nothing, man. But that's it, I
wanted to say this, and the prime example of that is when you go back in the history of the Native Americans, man. He promised them a better thing, going into that whole Thanksgiving thing, man. And as you see it, as years pass, you watch. If you can go back and look at the time of the Native Americans, if they have any photos or whatever like that, you see them with their whole Native American tie on. And after different wars and time went on, you seen their hairstyles change. You seen they start to wear those different weird ass clothes that the conquistadors and all them had. All right, and start neglecting their heritage, man.
Yeah,
That's
when
why
he
I
sent
say
them in the
he
border
causes
homes.
wickedness to prosper, man. That's wickedness, man. They told on even the General Saint Anne own people told on him, man. Down at the valley of the valley of the Alamo, man. All right, and they call them people savages and all type of other names, man. But you the real savage, man. You the real savage. Devils. All right, that's put here. To basically destroy the earth, man. Which you're going to be destroyed with your own devices. All right, but you got it out.
Yeah. And in a nutshell, man, Esau Edom, you going down, and it's about time for you to go down because, like I said, you didn't fool the world with your witchcraft. You didn't rule the world with your sword. You didn't trample on the nation of Israel up and down, backwards and forwards. Left and right. You done did your thing, man, and it's time for you to go down. And anybody in my nation, instead of trying to hang on to Esau Edom, keep his kingdom going, you going down too with him. So if you're a so-called Edomite, you watching the show, you watching this sit down the show, and all I can tell you is get all your fatigues and get you some more bullets because shit's about to get real here in the next few months. You about to see the Most High really get down and start clamping down on y'all. But if brothers got anything else, man, I'm going to close it up.
He set up time for the setup one that is profitable for the earth, man. That's it, I.
So hey, hope this video was edifying. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down. Before we get out of here, we're gonna give all praises to Yahawah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the sons of Yakim, pushing this truth all the world. Shalawam. Keep pushing. We're almost out of here. Shalawam.
Shalawam.
Shalom.